On my 51st birthday, my wife announced she was leaving for a younger man. My daughters applauded. I calmly set my plate aside and said, "Be happy. Girls, but know this. I'm not your biological father. I adopted you out of pity, and today my pity ends. I turned 51 last Thursday. I did not want a massive celebration. Just a quiet dinner at home with my wife of 25 years, Valerie, and our two daughters, Chloe and Mia, who are 22 and 24. For 2 decades, I broke my back for them. I paid their college tuitions in cash, bought their luxury cars, and funded the glamorous lifestyle they flaunt on social media. I genuinely thought we were a happy, tight-knit family. I was a complete fool. Valerie had been distant for the last 6 months, always guarding her phone, but I naively chalked it up to empty nest syndrome. I ordered catering from her favorite Italian restaurant to make the night special. As I cut my steak, she abruptly tapped her crystal wine glass with a heavy silver fork. "I have an announcement to make," she said, her voice entirely too light for what was coming. "I am leaving you. I have met someone else. His name is Marcus. He is 32, and he actually makes me feel vibrant and alive." I sat completely frozen, my steak knife slipping slightly in my grip. I looked across the table at my two daughters, fully expecting them to gasp in shock or burst into tears at the destruction of our family. Instead, Chloe smirked maliciously, and Mia literally started clapping her hands. "Finally, Mom!" Mia cheered, raising her glass. "We told you to drop him ages ago. You deserve to be young and happy." "Yeah, seriously," Chloe chimed in, glaring at me with contempt. "You have been holding her back for years. You are just so boring and obsessed with your work." The dining room went dead silent as the sickening echo of their applause faded. 25 years of my life, my endless 60-hour work weeks to provide them with a picture-perfect existence, dissolved in seconds. They were not just leaving me. They were throwing me away in the trash with absolute glee. I did not yell. I did not cry. I did not throw a tantrum. A strange, suffocating, icy calm washed over my entire body. I carefully folded my linen napkin, placed it on the mahogany table, wiped my mouth, and calmly set my dinner plate aside. I looked directly at Valerie, whose arrogant, smug smile was heavily plastered across her face, and then looked deeply at the two girls who were vibrating with cruel excitement. "Be happy, girls," I said, my voice barely above a quiet whisper. Yet it cut through the tension in the room like shattered glass. "But know this, I am not your biological father. I adopted you out of pity, and today my pity ends." The wicked smiles vanished instantly. The suffocating silence that immediately followed was incredibly heavy. Valerie's face rapidly drained of all color, turning a sickly, ghostly white. "What on earth are you talking about?" Chloe stammered, her arrogant tone entirely faltering. "Your mother was heavily pregnant and completely abandoned when I first met her," I explained, leaning back comfortably in my heavy leather dining chair. "The man who actually fathered you two ran off into the night when he realized twins meant severe financial responsibility. Valerie was completely broke, desperately working minimum wage, and terrified. I stepped in as a savior. I legally put my name on your birth certificates. I willingly gave you my respected last name, my beautiful home, and my entire life." "You are a liar!" Mia shouted hysterically, looking frantically at her frozen mother. "Mom, tell him he is a liar right now." Valerie could not even make eye contact. She just stared blankly at the table, physically trembling in deep fear. "She cannot!" I said coldly, savoring the panic, "because it is the absolute, undeniable truth. I spent 24 grueling years loving you as my own flesh and blood, praying you would grow up to be decent, loyal human beings. Instead, you turned out exactly like the useless coward who abandoned you both, and the ruthless narcissist who just blew up our entire family." Valerie finally found her shaky voice. "You did not have to say that to them. We can handle this quietly through our lawyers." "Oh, we absolutely will," I replied smoothly, pulling my phone from my pocket. "But you clearly did not do your legal homework before planning this pathetic ambush with Marcus. You wrongly assumed you were taking half of my wealth. The house is a premarital asset held in an ironclad, irrevocable trust. You have zero legal claim to it. As for the girls, those trust funds are entirely revocable. I revoked them this morning. I expect you all packed and out of my house by the weekend. I hear Marcus has a cozy 1-bedroom apartment downtown. Enjoy your new life."